I kick it, even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gun. You can't block me. Hey, watch it. Check three.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive. Carr now to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Vikings 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Thomas. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
His kick is good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 14, Vikings 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Draw play, Madison. Big hold of the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Carr. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Carr will try it again on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Watch the twist. Watch the safety creek. Great. Watch the twist. Eight. Here we go.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Newton, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, Ebron caught left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 8 at the Vikings 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.